So in regards to atheists and to believers, there's a common denominator that's pretty much always overlooked. Now, one of the things about people who have religious beliefs, who would believe in a God, you know, the majority of people, like 90% of people that have religious beliefs, is because they're afraid of death. Okay. And in other words, we realize as mortals that death will come sometime in the future, and what we do is we have a belief, we adopt a belief system, so that we can relieve ourselves of the anxiety of that knowledge, and that belief system becomes the source of relief from that, horrible truth that death is coming at some point. So it's really there to relieve anxiety, okay? But that's not the purpose of spirituality. That's just one of the options of religion, and why so many religious people are like that. Now, when it comes to atheism, okay, I've met a lot of atheists. I've met at least 200 in my time, studying metaphysics and those kind of things. I've really only met about 2 of them that are really, really atheists, and the rest are nihilists. They're not atheists. You can tell this because the majority, I would say easily 90% of atheists, are atheists because they hate religion. Okay, a lot of them feel betrayed by religion and things like that, or they take on a idol that's an atheist and they follow in that atheist footsteps. And what happens is that they're actually nihilists, short-sighted nihilists, not true atheists. That's going to get a lot of people angry, just like it's going to get a lot of religious people angry, what I seen earlier. So we'll get both factions angry. But I believe that is the truth. Now, the wonderful thing about it is there are true believers. There are people who believe in a God, because they believe in a God through a logical sense of reasoning, basically by the system of elimination and deduction, that there must be a God, So basically they believe in God because they observe nature. Here's a common denominator coming up. So there are also some atheists who are truly atheists, and they're not atheists because they hate religion, and they're not atheists because they are nihilists. No, they're not. They're atheists because they, once again, here's a common denominator, they observed nature. So oddly enough, there are true atheists who are atheists because they observe nature and understand the properties of nature and physics. And also there are true believers, people who believe in a God, because they observe nature and understand and believe in the properties of the real world, physics, okay? And so that's really strange when you think about it, because the people who are truly believers of both the atheist ideal and the real belief in a God are both true believers through the system of observing nature. Here's what's wonderful about observing nature. The testimony of nature, okay, is far more credible and believable than any testimony from a professor or a preacher, okay? The reason why is because nature is the holder of both cruelty and both wonder and love, and it's unbiased. So nature is unbiased, okay? Nature will always tell you the truth because nature cannot lie.